Assalamualaikum all. My name is Salasa Sari. Before we begin our presentation today, let's say Bismillah. Dear my beloved audience, please open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind, and open your heart. Subject of religion education is religion and the crisis of the modern man. We are from first group, and the name is Brillianti, Sasarawinda, Larasari, and Muhammad Gibran Ramadan.
Background. What exactly is modern human facing? What is caused modern humans to experience a spiritual crisis? Work Nazar, Islam and the Plague of Modern Man. Researchers take one sentence that humans are experiencing amnesty, forgetting to himself his humanity. This is what is called a spiritual crisis. This study shows that human traits that retain his fitrah or spiritual in the modern era, included modern human behavior, which indicates a state of crisis.
My name is Muhammad Gibran Ramadan. I'm from first group, and I want to tell you some discussion from this group. Okay, the first is religion in the view of Western secularism and Islam. Second, religion as a reference in responding to the humanitarian crisis. Criticism of the concept of spirituality without religion. Modern day environmental crisis. The spiritual crisis of modern man. Moral and social crisis of modern man.
Okay, in page 5, we have what are the features of modern human life. 1 tends to be an individualist person. 2 frequent use of modern technologies. 3 modern society is heterogeneous. 4 there is a division or specialization in terms of work. 5 be open to new things. And 6 high mobility of society.
Okay, and slide of 6, religion in the view of Western secularism and Islam. Okay, the first, religion in the view of Western secularism. Religion in the view of Western secularism is privacy. They only make religion one part of life, and then religion is the busyness of each human being. So, the state that adheres to secularism, there is no government institution that take care of religion. And religion in the view of Islam. Islam view religion as a whole aspect of life. The whole is not a part. Islam regulates from legal, political, knowledge, and technological aspect. Islam also regulates the system of man's relationship with Allah, because the basic of religion is to depart from belief. For slide of 7. The title is The Spiritual Crisis of Modern Man. Human is not an earthly creature on a journey spiritual, but rather a spiritual being who is on a short journey on earth. Modern man has simply forgotten who he is. Modern man has forgotten of his humanity. This is the so-called human spiritual crisis. Spirituality is spirit. Every human self must have a spirit, which is the fitrah of every human being. No matter how far man is in walking, which is absolutely limited by time and space. The truth is to live in the spiritual. The crisis of human spirituality exists its relation to modernism. Modern man know only accidents himself, unable to pass through to the subtension region. Modern times are synonymous with technological developments. Technology that is getting crazier and self-mastering modern day humans as stated above.
In page 8, we have moral and social crisis of modern man. Causes of the occurrence of a social crisis: A. Lack of concern for the environment and people around. B. There is no interaction with the community or people engaged in the social sector, so there a lack of information about this. Example of social crisis behavior in society: high crime rates on the road and in public place. And moral crisis, according to Emmanuel Levinas, French philosopher, that moral crisis feels from the ideology of progress and liberalism as an understanding of freedom. As a result, freedoms that go beyond the limits of human tolerance, such nuclear resolve, terrorism, and threat of world war, and the threat of prolonged conflict. Surge of causes of moral crisis: A. Loose religious habits that lead to the loss of self-control from within self-control. B. Moral crisis occur because of the moral coaching that parents do. In page 9, we have modern day environment crisis. The cause of the modern environmental crisis that occurs in our environment is actually inseparable from family problems. The family is an institution that has an important role in creating emotional stability and social maturity in society. The decline in the value of family function can be seen from the ineffective role of the family as an institution that houses every member of the modern family today. Children and parents prefer entertainment venues as a place to calm their pikiran. This condition is proof that the family is no longer considered a comfortable place for modern humans. The demands for prestige and social status in a family have given birth to parents who are not responsible for their family.
Religion as a reference in responding to the humanitarian crisis. Criticism of the concept of spirituality without religion. Western society faced a crisis after they prioritized the material dimension of human from his spiritual dimension, as well as putting human value to rest. Even when they realize that something is missing in them, they will go the wrong path because they have rejected religious teachings. The conclusion of Said Mutahhir's explanation is that according to the cosmology of materialism, human beings will not come to human values because humanity is based on a set of traits, morality, and spirituality. Where man will be considered human by possessing it and discovering his value and personality, these things cannot be justified by materialistic thinking. This religious perspective on the essence of human and the beginning and the end life is different from the view of materialism. In that view, material life in this world is only a preamble for the eternal life of human being in the afterlife. Man's internal happiness and misery are fully connected with the clarity of his and the belief in this world. And the last summary. Basically, as long as there is still a conflict between the essential needs of human beings and their pseudo needs, then during that time there will also be a crisis. Human is a two-dimensional being. He has a side of humanity and spiritual side, while the other dimension is the material side and the need to meet material demands. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in Surah Al-Hasr, verse 19 says, "And do not be like those who forget Allah, and Allah makes them forget their own. They are the ungodly people." And the other surah, Toha, verse 124, it is stated, "And whoever turns away from my warning, then verily unto him a narrow livelihood, and we will gather it at the end of the day in a blind eye." Zahir Muntahir said, "People in the worldview have denied God, while regarding man, they have denied the spirit. They introduced man as economy engine, then they wanted to create a successful social idea, but failed.